Alright, welcome in guys. So we are playing Eden Reforged today, and I've gone through some of the game already and I've really been enjoying my time. I don't know if you guys know, but Eden Eternal came out a while ago. This is a private server for the game and it has been a lot of fun. I don't know if anybody else has really delved into the game. It's very similar to Final Fantasy XIV in the aspect that you can actually change classes. You only need a single character unless you wanted to do specific things like crafting. Then each race has its own specialized craft that it can do. However, I find this game to be closer to Final Fantasy XIV. Whenever it came out, I found it to be very similar to WoW. It was kind of the anime version of WoW, so to speak. However, it's closer to Final Fantasy in a sense that it does have loading screens similar to like Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars 1, of course, but more so like Guild Wars 2 because you do see other people throughout the world. So this is an actual MMO, and if we press K on the keyboard, which is the default key, you'll open up your class menu. And with the class menu, what we're going to see is we're going to see a whole bunch of different classes, and this is one of my favorite things about this game. I'm not somebody who enjoys grinding all day long, and with this server, I've seen that we actually level up a lot faster than you normally would, or at least in the beginning aspects of it. And the cool thing is you also do get some starter equipment as well as a customization item that you'll be able to utilize as soon as you get into the game. And with that being said, whenever you make your character, you actually have to register on the website and you create your character on the website. You actually don't get to customize it until you get into the game and use that item that is in your inventory. But as I was saying, it's very similar to Final Fantasy XIV in the sense that you can change your class basically whenever you want. So right now I have a level 11 warrior and none of my other classes have been leveled up yet. And you can see that there are some locked classes and it'll give you the requirements to unlock those classes. And that's some of the cool things that I like about a lot of the ways the developers thought about things back in the day. So as I said, I have a warrior that's level 11. And if I change it, I can change it to my thief that's level 1, and you'll see that I have, you know, new bar, I have different abilities and everything as well, which is also another really cool thing about it. So there's different things that you can do, and of course, as you get character levels, you'll actually unlock additional skills here, because whenever I was a level 1, I only had slam and ambush class skill over here. And there are two differences with the skills that I'll explain real fast. So you have regular skills and then you have your class skills. So the regular skills you can increase, but you have to utilize money as the currency to level these up. Class skills, you'll get combat points or class points, I'm not sure, because it is abbreviated as CP, so I don't know if it's combat points or if it's class points. I'm gonna assume it's closer to like class points, but this will be used whenever you level up. You get so many of these points and you'll use the points that you get from leveling up to increase your class abilities on this side. So that's just a helpful hint for anybody who is trying to get into the game. The other cool thing is you get licenses. So let's go back to my warrior. So we're going to switch to my warrior. We're going to wait until that little notification here goes away because I don't think you can move any of those things. So as you can see over here, I have 573 class points. So if I wanted to use one, I click this and it'll level onrush up to level 2. Whenever I do that, you can see if you hover over it, it'll tell you what you get with the next level. So it'll increase my power attack by 7. That's all that it's going to do. And of course, the MP is going to be the same. The cooldown is going to be the same. I'm assuming as you level them up farther and farther, they actually, of course, will get more powerful, or certain things will be, the skill itself will become better. Max, I don't know what the max is for these, so I don't know if hitting that button is actually going to really do anything. As far as I can tell, it's not anything too crazy. Then we also have the license knowledge. So these are very similar to talent points from World of Warcraft if you've ever played that game. If you haven't played that game, then they're basically just adjustments you can add or improvements that you can add to your character utilizing the points. So if we mouse over this, the endurance training, so whenever I use the ability Iron Hide, my defense bonus is increased by 20%. And it says that the max level that this can be is 1. So that means I can only put 1 point into this, but if you look at the requirements farther down, I have to level precise defense to 10, which is this one right here. So the max level this one can be is 20, so I can put up to 20 points into this. So for each point that I put into precise defense, I get a 1% increase to my defense. So that's just something that you can do. And basically you just have to verify that you meet the requirements to be able to put points into these. Other than that, you basically are free to build your character however you like. I'm sure that there are class builds that'll teach you how to do a lot of the specifics that you want to go into. Like if I wanted to be more of a tanky warrior, I can make that, or if I want more of a damage dealer, I can do that as well. And that's kind of the cool thing about this. And I'm sure that you can reset this. I don't know if it costs in-game gold because this is a private server, so I'm not entirely sure how all of that's set up, but that's pretty much the cool thing about that. Class news, I don't know if this is, I think this is just an overview of all the abilities, and the class certificates are kind of like just passives that you get. So like I have Taunt 1 unlocked, so that increases my P attack, my physical attack by 5%. That's kind of cool. Iron Armor, don't have that one yet. I have to reach level 20 in my class. So there's also two different levels. You have your class level and then you have your character level. So your character level is basically your overarching level. So that's like the max level your classes can hit, and then once you get your character level up higher, of course you can class level up to that level. So it's just pretty cool. You can sort these by classes. I don't know if you don't have them sorted by classes or if it's just unlocks possibly, but basically I like to have it sort by class, the default, just because then you can go through and you can see what you need. So to unlock Knight, I have to be warrior level 10, which since I'm already level 11, I already meet one of those requirements. The other requirement is my character level has to be 25. So my overall level has to be 25, and then no matter what class I play, if I decide to continue with warrior, I can level that up. It's not going to make any difference though, because it is already level 10. Then I'll unlock the Knight. And then the Knight is going to need to be level 45, as well as the Cleric class is going to have to be level 45, and then my character level has to be 60 to unlock the Templar. So basically, you start with base classes and you can build into all these other classes, which is a really cool idea. And then if I want to get the Dragon Knight class, I just have to be character level 65. There's no requirement, but I don't know if all these classes are unlockable on this server either. So if they are, I think that that's awesome. If they aren't, I'm hoping that they'll add them, because this is a really fun game. That's all the class stuff that I think I have for you. You do also have pets, so the default button for that is N. So if you open up N, you start off with one of these little guys. I have him set to Prey right now because Prey increases my movement speed by 5%, and you can see that he only has so much stamina. I believe this is what it is. I'm not entirely sure, but I can also set him to rest, so now he will actually be able to rest and get those points back. And of course, if you have any questions, you can also go through and hit the question marks, and it should be able to go through and let you know certain things about it. And yes, I do have the jelly menu thing set up, so I think that that's actually pretty fun too. But overall, this Eden Reforged has been a really fun experience for me, and I am hoping that eventually we could do some streams or even some content together as a community at some point in time. I don't know how populated the server is. I know that there's a decent amount of players. I've seen people through every zone that I've gone through, but I haven't seen a whole lot of people in one spot because the zones are a lot smaller than a lot of other games. But that also means that you can have more players in a lot of these zones because it isn't going to tax the zone as much. Of course, if everybody's killing everything, it might just a little bit, but the view distance is small enough that it shouldn't really damage, or not damage, but it shouldn't really lag out or cause any weird issues. But I think that this is a very, very fun game. Everybody should give it a chance if you are big into MMOs. This is a pretty solid choice. You do get a mount starting out as well. That's a 40% mount, so you get your Christmas steed basically. It's a driven snow colt. So it is definitely a really interesting looking mount. It's fairly fast at 40%, so you're moving through the zones fairly quickly. There's also cosmetics that you get. So right now I have a wizard top hat, and the cool thing about cosmetics in this game is you aren't required to purchase cosmetics. There are some that you can earn in game, which is really nice, and I'm hoping that they stick with that and give us more cosmetics as the server develops. This one gives you -2% to your mana consumption. So if you're playing as a wizard or something at high end, this is going to be nice to have, and I'm sure that there's probably better ones that you'll get as you progress farther, because as I said, I'm only level 13 for my main or my character level, and I'm level 11 with my warrior. So my warrior could go up to level 13 because my character level's 13, but it's one of those things. Your character level will of course advance, and you can switch your classes and level them up, because right now I cannot get, once you hit level the same level as your character level on your class will get no more experience. So you have to level up your character level to increase your class level, as I explained a little earlier, but that's basically what it is. But yes, the other really nice thing is the equipment section. So you have cloth armor, light armor, and heavy armor. So the cool thing about Eden Eternal is instead of having to go each class, like in Final Fantasy, each class has its own specific types of armor it can wear and weapons and everything. This one, basically, you have 3 sets of armor and you can equip all 3 sets at the same time. As you can see here, all these are actual pieces of armor. And these are basically the starting gear that you get whenever you first create your character. And these give you an increase to your experience and your class points, the points to increase your class skills. It increases those by 5%, and I'm not sure if it's per piece, so I'm not sure if it stacks in a straight 5% per piece, or if it's 5% and then the 5% is added and it kind of compounds down. But I'm pretty sure it's closer to actual 25%. So I could be wrong yet again. As I said, I haven't played enough on the server to know, but I just thought you guys would really enjoy a little information about it because I've been having a great time. It's a lot of fun. I have not had any issues arise with anything yet. So, but yes, classes is really cool. I absolutely love grinding out experience to get to that next class. So I'm really excited to try the night out to see how the night works because I never really played Eden Eternal to the point where I could unlock a whole bunch of classes. I normally stuck with one class and I didn't change because I didn't know you could unlock a whole lot of other classes. Most of the things that I did whenever I played because I was younger, I didn't understand how everything, you know, could be unlocked. I figured you were kind of just locked into your class for whatever it was. So that's one of the cool things. And I mean, the quest log, if you have a quest, you basically can... Oh, do I not have a quest? Oh, there are other quests too. So there are quests, and if you click on them, you basically can click go, and some of them allow you to teleport, some of them don't. I don't have this quest, so technically I don't have to worry about getting it. There are guilds in the game, so there are members, and this one looks like it is fairly active with 262 for the guild name is Eden. Osiris is the leader. We have another one right here is Umbra, Galatia, or maybe it's Galati or Galatia, I'm not sure. But yes, we do have guilds in here, so it seems fairly active, which is really cool. Hopefully I'll find a guild soon. There is an item also, before anybody freaks out, yes, you can pay for some convenience stuff. I haven't seen anything that's really broken yet, though. And that's kind of like my favorite thing is whenever they don't allow things that are broken into the game. So, I mean, there's some stuff that might make things a little more quality of life. Stuff like this, paying for some things that are powerful. Like, I don't know if this is actually going to be a really powerful weapon or not, but as I progress, I'll of course keep updates and tabs on certain things that I think are important. I've already found some of these boosts in game from doing quests, so that's another thing, so it's really nice. And it says that total experience bonuses can only stack up to 500%. I normally don't use XP things, especially with this server so far. I've had no issues leveling. I've actually been over leveled from just following the main quest and not doing a whole bunch of excess. So that's another thing, is you level fairly quickly. I do like that there are skins. I don't mind them there being skins to purchase whenever, you know, you're playing a game. I think these are dyes. Yep, so there are dyes that you can unlock as well. You can unlock a few in game. I think I have some in my inventory. Yeah, so I have 3 different dyes right here. Random clothes color number 2, number 1, and number 7. So I have some, so it's not too bad. And as well as starting with all those armor sets here for your cloth, light, and heavy armor, you also unlock all the weapons that you can basically use until level 30. And I'm not sure how to upgrade them, but you might be able to upgrade them in some way. Not these weapons. These weapons, they can be fortified, but they provide the basic bonuses is what it says, and it says it can't be upgraded through the gear upgrade system. So, and these weapons are actually going to, the stats on it are going to be based on your current level, and that's what it says in the red text, just so if anybody's wondering. So basically you have these until level 30, and of course you can use them past level 30 until you find something that's better, but it's always a good thing to check everything out just to see if it's something better. And of course, this blessed crystal you'll get whenever you open your starting items whenever you first get into the server, and you can unlock or open them at I think I have it level 25 is my max level right now. This is a secondary character that I wanted to make just to utilize for YouTube and Twitch, but I've gotten bags from opening the blessed crystals. I've also gotten a few upgrade things, so I mean it's pretty nice that they're giving you guys a whole lot of excess stuff. So I've been having a really good time with this. So if you guys want to, you know, have some more content with this, let me know and I'll definitely do some more. And I think that that's pretty much all the major talking points. And of course you have your friends list and a block list if you end up finding people that you don't want to deal with. But yeah, all of your information is here. Titles, there are titles that give you bonuses as well. I don't have any unlocked right now, but there are some. I have one on my other character. It gives me 5 to my agility. So make sure that if you unlock a title to equip it, because, or at least look at it, and you can click display own titles, and then you can go through and see which ones give you the best bonus for whatever class you're playing, or if you just have one, throw it on just for the excess bonus that it gives you. Fame is going to be your reputation. And then of course achievements, whenever you do anything in the game, you'll unlock achievements, and I'm sure that there are some achievements that give you items or even some cosmetics, I'm sure. Not positive, because as I said, still newer to the server, but we're gonna take this one step at a time. But I think that this game has been phenomenal so far. I want to say thank you so much to the server owners slash, you know, whoever sent me the comment on YouTube so that I could check this out, because I didn't know it existed, but I'm so happy they did, because I found another game that I'm really interested in playing. So I want to say thank you so much to you guys. Hopefully I'll see you guys in game. If you guys want, we can try to start a guild. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you want to do. Let me know what class you guys are excited to unlock, or what you have already unlocked, or even if you've unlocked all the classes. But yeah, any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye.